she will be number 5. This is a lady from the hills of West Virginia, by the way, which I think is really cool. There she is, and she's Melissa Larzo from the Towne Acres Elementary School. And good morning, young lady. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Everything's hunky dory. So I'm going to be her Vanna. This is going to be a show and tell, and we're going to start. This is the first off. This is the Towne Acres Carnival, Towne Acres Elementary School here in North Johnson City. So I'm going to let you. You can kind of get an idea of what we've got here. I'm going to put these up on the camera.
Okay.
And start with, these are some of the things, this is the live auction today, right?
Yes.
So the first one is the Mountains of North Carolina package. Yeah, I'm just going to let you read it. That way I'll put it up in a minute.
Oh, okay. Great.
Because I understand the print's a little small. So go ahead. Now, these are some of the packages that folks come in here and bid on, right, in the live auction?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We have several travel packages available at our live auction tonight. One is a Mountains of North Carolina package, 4 nights away at a beach mountain cabin. Some summer lift tickets, Tweetsie Railroad Park admission tickets, and a canoe ride on the New River with Wahoo's Adventure. We have a weekend getaway to Asheville, North Carolina, with some tickets to Asheville's Treetops Adventure Park. Dinner for 2 at Rhubarb Restaurant, which is really cool. Some rentals, sup rentals. I think those are the stand-up paddle boards.
Yeah.
And a car rental from Land Rover Jaguar of Asheville. We have a Wild and Wonderful West Virginia package. I didn't really have anything to do with that, I promise. But we have a 2-night stay at the Greenbrier with some tickets to the Lower New raft trip for 2. Some other little trinkets to go with that.
Yeah. Have you ever stayed at the Greenbrier?
I have a couple times. It's really
nice.
Yes.
You want to score some brownie points with that significant other? Try and come over and win this. A Wild, Wonderful West Virginia package at the Greenbrier. It's 5-star resort property in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. And of course, the Lower River or the Lower New River raft trip for 2, which is very popular. Then you also have the Maple Lane Farm Party. Tell me about that, and also the North Myrtle Beach vacation.
Well, the Maple Lane Farm Party. Maple Lane Farm is a farm here close by. It's a great venue for a get-together, large or small. But we have a party package with food included, some games, and you and 50 guests, up to 50 guests here in town. And then the North Myrtle Beach vacation is a 1-week stay at a Myrtle Beach condo for a week. So we have some really cool trips and a couple items that are that will really be popular with some of our Towne Acres families, but a lot of cool stuff for
Absolutely.
people outside
Anybody.
of the Towne Acres community also.
Yeah, which is why we're promoting this. So the live auction is at what time tonight?
The live auction, you asked me a little too quickly. Live auction starts at 7:30 or so. Around 7. I'm sorry.
We'll move this because we're going to let her talk about the itinerary because it's
Okay.
a live auction, and
Yes.
it'll be coming up at
I'm sorry. It starts around
6:50.
6:50 or so, and we're expecting it to end around 7:20, 7:30 or so. So 6:50 is our live auction
Yeah,
tonight.
and this is open to anybody and everybody, and all you need to come by is to get a what's the little thing? I guess a number, a pad when they do the live auction. So you can do this, however they do it, or raise your hand, or however you do it, right?
That's right. We don't even really use the numbers or pads. You just raise your hand, and if you're the winning bidder, we come out and get your name and info.
There you go.
So.
You get your money.
That's right.
And
We
there's
take
some
your
good
money. We
There's
give
some
you your
good
gift.
stuff, too. Yep. We're talking to Melissa Larzo. We're live here at Towne Acres Elementary School. You also have a silent auction. Tell me about that as well, would you please?
Well, we have a silent auction that goes on throughout the evening. These are really nice items and packages put together by our auction committee. All the items have been generously donated from different businesses around the community. Lots of really cool stuff there. Photography sessions, various items from their shops and stores, gift cards, services, a little bit of everything.
And it's mass appeal because, again, I do the countdown for Christmas. For 93 days away from Christmas, so some of these gifts can be purchased and kind of put back and squirreled away, and voila, Christmas morning you can make presentations with gift baskets and restaurant cards and all kinds of neat stuff for stocking stuffers. So I can't believe I'm talking about on the first day of fall, talking about Christmas, but it is
already
around the corner. So, and I know folks in years past have done this because I've been around this school for 3 or 4 years. And I know some ladies have come over and won stuff. Yeah, I'm going to give that as a Christmas present. So it is possible to do that. We are raising money this year for this very room, the Towne Acres Television Room. This is a room that Doug Keller was telling me, the IT guy, that this thing is so old in here that some of the kids that originally started this in 2002, they're now having kids, and they're getting ready to bring their kids back through Towne Acres. So it's a little antiquated and time for kind of a refurbishing, right?
That's right. That's right. We would like to make it a little more up to date. It's about 20 years old or so.
Yeah.
Dr. Keller, Mr.
Yeah.
Keller may have given you a more exact
Mm-hmm.
time. So we're hoping to update this, bring some more technology to the school, provide for some playground updates, and keep funding our various programs that we offer the kids here at the school.
Absolutely. That's the name of the game, to give these kids an opportunity to get a leg up on other kids, not only in Johnson City, but across the region, across the world. So that's the name of the game. It all starts, again, give us an overview real quick before I let you go of the entire evening. It starts at what time? 4:30?
Okay, starts at 4:30. The carnival games, inflatables, all of it opens up at 4:30, including auction. We have a couple special performances throughout the evening. The cheerleaders at 6:15. We have some classroom baskets, which are also part of the auction. The auction will be closing in stages, and so we have these big collections of baskets that the items of which have been donated by the parents in the classrooms. And then we have our silent auction, which will be going throughout the evening. The live auction, as I mentioned, starts around 6:50. And then we have a few other big ticket items, and that'll all end at 7:30. And then the party keeps going until about 8 o'clock.
Now, tell me some of the things. We always have inflatables.
Yes.
We always have face painting. There's a
Yes.
cupcake walk, cake walk, all the usual events at a carnival for a school, right?
That's right. We do have the inflatables. We have a dunk tank. Some of our fourth grade students will be taking a spin in the dunk tank tonight. We have some carnival games on our playground, face painting, balloon artist, DJ. We have a selfie station. We'll be having lots of treats, meals, cupcake walk, the auction, as I mentioned. We'll have a movie at the end of the night. So that's kind of cool and a neat way to wind down
Cool.
for the kiddos. So
it's going to be warm, so there'll be a chance
Yes.
to get hydrated, lots of water and snow cones and all the things kids would want. I guess soda pops, whatever they want, they're going to be able to purchase just to. It's going to be a warm night here. They're talking about maybe a record temperature for this date. So as far as high, but it's all good. It could be raining. It could be cold. It could be nasty. It could be everything being moved inside the gym. So I'm not going to complain too much because I've seen that.
we've done that
And
before.
that's been a train wreck.
That's right. That's
So,
right. But we make it work.
We're not
So,
going to complain about the heat and the sun because we could be all inside. It could be pouring down the rain right now, and we could be getting soaked, moving everything inside, right?
That's right.
We've been there,
We've been there.
and we've done that.
And we've done that. And
We don't
I
wanna do
hope
that
that we
again.
won't be doing that tonight. But
we don't want to do that again. No, there's no chance of rain tonight. So very good. Well, I appreciate you very much. And
thank
so,
you.
Good stuff here. These are neat. Again, you can't see this very well on camera, but just for kicks, and we'll go ahead and show it to you one more time. Again, I'm going to be mentioning these throughout the evening. So it starts the live auction at 6:50. Again, a getaway to Asheville, a wild, wonderful West Virginia package, the mountains of North Carolina package. For those of you out of state, we got folks in 12 states watch the show. So if you've never been to Beach Mountain, North Carolina, it's nice. It's up in the hills, obviously, of western North Carolina, very close to the Biltmore. If you've never been to the Biltmore, got to go to the Biltmore. Been to the Biltmore? I know you've been to the Biltmore.
I have, yes, when we first
unbelievable.
moved here.
Walk
Yeah,
in,
it's a
it's
great
like-
place.
When you first walk up, you go, I mean, it's the wow factor. It's the largest residential home in America. So there's a chance to go to that as well. And then also the Maple Lane Farm Party, which is a really neat place here locally. And then also the North Myrtle Beach Vacation. It's a week stay at a Myrtle Beach condo and enjoy a tote from our good sponsors, Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen. So can't go wrong. These are live auctions. This is open to anybody and everybody. Again, the money's generated will be to help to refurbished this room right here. The TATV is what they call it, studio, Town Acres Television Studio, for these little people that do the announcements, do the show every morning, right?
That's right.
All right. Give me some taters. You want to sing Almost Heaven, West Virginia? Want to pass?
I'll pass.
Me too. We'll take a rain check, but she's an old West Virginia young lady, and we appreciate that very much, from McDowell County, West Virginia.
McDowell County.
McDowell County.
The natives call it McDowell County. Yes.
I love this lady. That's good. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. We've got college football to take a look at, and also the principal of Town Acres. Josh Simmons joins us next. We're live here at Town Acres Elementary, show number 598. Monday, we'll be live from Charleston, West Virginia, taking the show there to Hardee's. We're going back up there. We were up there 2 months ago, and they want us back up there broadcasting live at Hardee's. We'll be talking West Virginia football, Marshall football, talking UT football from up there. Yeah, we're going to talk to some guys in Knoxville by phone about UT football. So we'll be at Hardee's in Charleston coming up on Monday for show number 599 and our 600th show. They said when I started this would never work, doing a sports show on non-radio, on internet, on Facebook. 600th show coming up on Tuesday. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live at Town Acres on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447. If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
back live again at Towne Acres Elementary School. There you see on the screen the principal here at Towne Acres, Josh Simmons. We've got college football coming up. We've got a game coming up tonight, as a matter of fact, involving top 25, the Utah Utes. We'll talk about that. And, of course, a full slate of college football tomorrow, including the Big Orange, who are, 37-point favorites against UMass. This is a good week to get healthy with UMass. They're 0-4, and I think in Division I statistics, if not one of the worst Division I football teams in America. So this is a good time to get healthy. Some say this is good. Some say it's not good. While Georgia's going to be battling Mississippi State, which is the Tennessee's next opponent next week in Knoxville. They've got Mississippi State tomorrow night, and some folks saying playing a cream puff is not really what you need right now. You need somebody that's going to challenge you. So you've been around sports all your life, Josh Simmons. What do you think? Is this a good week to play on paper a team you should smoke them pretty good, or would you want a tougher opponent getting ready for Georgia?
I think I would want a tougher opponent getting ready for Georgia. They had Indiana State a couple weeks ago, which to me was one of those games you schedule so that you can get a lot of your young guys some time and things of that nature. But I think with the brunt of the SEC schedule coming up, having a more formidable opponent, I think would have been a good idea. But UMass is on the schedule, so hopefully Tennessee can get some guys in there and weather the storm on some injuries and be ready next week.
There you go. Well, one thing about it, if you get in a blowout situation, which on paper it should be, then you do get a chance to see some younger guys, put them out there and throw them into the fire and see how they go and see how they react and how they respond. The youngsters, well, all that's going to do is make your football team better for the years coming up. So real quick look, after UMass, you got Georgia and Knoxville, open date. Then you got South Carolina at Knoxville. Then you go to Alabama. Then you go to Kentucky, Halloween weekend. Come back in November, Southern Miss in Knoxville, Missouri and Columbia on the road, LSU in Knoxville, then wrap things up with Vanderbilt in Knoxville. So pretty tough schedule with the Big Orange, to say the least. So, but they take them one at a time, and the Minutemen come to town tomorrow with UMass. We'll talk more about the entire college football slate coming up, but we'll talk a little bit about Towne Acres Elementary. Principal Josh Simmons taught here, went away to another school here in the Johnson City system. Now is back as the principal, and the year's off to a great start.
Yes, absolutely, and it does feel great to be home. I taught here for almost 4 years in fourth grade, and just getting to know the students here, the families, the other teachers. It's just an amazing place, and I hate using the word work because it doesn't feel like a job. I mean, it is an opportunity. It's a privilege to be here each day, and so being able to be around these students, these teachers, these families again, I'm extremely grateful to be here. Very blessed to be back at Towne Acres.
Yeah, there's just every school's going to say this, and they should, because every school has their unique identity. But there's just something special. I know that sounds cheesy, but there is just something special about the staff and the community, and certainly the families, and just Towne Acres as a whole, isn't it?
I agree, and it's kind of interesting. The first time I ever walked in this building, I was teaching at Northside, and after 5 years there, was just looking to get a different experience. I came up to talk to, it was Mr. Barnett at the time, of course, Dr. Barnett, our superintendent now. But I came up here in the summer, not a single student in the building, not a single teacher in the building. It was just Mr. Barnett, I think Miss Powell, and Mr. Keller. And the minute I walked through the doors, I just felt a warmth that I had never felt in another school, at least during my teaching career. And, just that first step through the doors, I felt like this was home. I felt like this was a place that I wanted to be. And it is very unique. We try to provide a rigorous educational experience for our kids, but then also to keep in mind that they are kids. We want them to be able to enjoy their elementary experience, and we feel like as they get up older, going through middle school, high school, and into college, it's going to be very difficult, so we do want them to enjoy their experience here.
A lot of the kids have gone on, of course, to do great things as alums, if you will. Towne Acres, one of those young men. We talk about him here quite frequently on the show. Daniel Norris, who pitches for the Detroit Tigers. He's now in the bullpen, comes out of the pen. He's had some injuries. He was a starter. Now they've relegated him to the pen for the last week of the regular season. But he went to school here, again, at Towne Acres. It's one of many. I know there's more, but that one jumps out at me because we talk about him fairly frequently here in Johnson City about, local boy done good, moving on to Major League Baseball, which not many can say they have done. So it's kind of neat to be able to drop his name that he's a Towne Acres alum.
Well, it's kind of interesting, too. I actually coached Daniel in middle school, and I'd love to be able to say I coached him in baseball, but I actually coached him in basketball. So, but even then, the kind of kid that he was just the kind that you looked at as an eighth grader, and I remember thinking, if my boys grow up to be like Daniel Norris, or if my boys are in eighth grade, if they can have some of the characteristics and qualities of Daniel Norris, I'll be a very happy dad. And remember when they came back here for their senior tee, I was still teaching here. So there Daniel was a highly accomplished baseball player, and really he was the kind that was good at everything that he did. He probably could have signed a Division I football scholarship, basketball, but baseball was the one. I think it was his true love. But just seeing the way he interacted with our fourth graders that day, I said he's back here just sharing his plans for the future. And I remember he went down to the playground with us, and all of our kids were just starstruck when they looked at him. But just seeing someone like him who's just so humble, so kind-hearted, who is just a great example of what it means to be a Towne Acres Tornado and a Science Hill Hilltopper.
Very well spoken. Again, we're talking to Josh Simmons. Test scores. I know the test scores here at Towne Acres are usually at the top of just about any category you want to look at, so that's something that you're very proud of.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things. I heard Bart Lyon make the comment the other night before the Science Hill game talking about statistics, and we can talk about this with data, is that, it's kind of like a bikini. It shows a lot but doesn't show everything. And so with us, when we look at our test scores, that's a reflection of the hard work that our students put forth each and every day. We're very fortunate that we have families who are an amazing support. We have teachers who try to find that sweet spot of challenging our students, pushing our students, providing the support they need whenever they don't get it the first time. And so when you see the test scores that Towne Acres traditionally has, it is, certainly a product of a lot of work by a lot of different people. And so we're certainly proud of that. We're also proud of just the kind of kids we have.
Sure.
I can't tell you just, when you go in the cafeteria working lunch duty or in the morning, when you tell kids good morning, they tell you good morning back, look you in the eye. In the cafeteria, a kid asks for something, you give it to them. It's always, please, thank you. So not only do we have very bright students, we have just amazing kids, and that just speaks volumes to the kind of families and kind of parents that they have that have been kind of instilled those kind of values and those kind of characteristics in our kids.
All starts at home, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep, it's good stuff. So, again, the principal here at Towne Acres to the Carnival is here. It's up and running at 4:30. Again, it brings in folks all across Johnson City. That's why we're here, to let you know that some of these items that Melissa was talking about a while ago. So what would Mrs. Simmons do if you walked in and said, honey, we just won a trip to North Myrtle Beach next year for a condo, or Mrs. Simmons, we're now going to go to Asheville with a $500 gift certificate to the Biltmore Estate. Would Mrs. Simmons be a happy camper?
She would certainly be a happy camper.
As well she should be. So these are some of the items that you can come in and bid on. It starts at, I think she said, $650, the live auction tonight here at Towne Acres Elementary School. I'm terrible with directions, so to tell somebody that to get here in North Johnson City, how would you tell them the best way to get here? Because it's pretty easy to find, but I do it every day. But try and convey that to someone else, you'll probably do a better job.
Well, I think if you're coming from North Johnson City, if you're coming up North Rome, when you get to where Kroger is, or when you look where Longhorn Steakhouse, Sports Clips, those things over there on the left, the Walgreens, just take a right there, go past Kroger. When you get to North Johnson City Baptist Church, just hit a left, and the school's tucked back in there in a beautiful little neighborhood, and just a great place.
Yep. Weather's perfect today. I know folks saying it's hot, and I thought, no, because it wasn't that long ago. I remember one year we were in here, and it was raining, and I had to do everything inside the gym, and it was very tight. They pulled it off, but it's easier to do it outside, and, it's going to be a little hot, a little warm, but...
Well, for somebody that's going to be in the dunk tank, I'm glad it's going to be warm weather.
Oh, you're going in?
You better believe it.
Oh, what time will that be?
7:35.
7:35.
7:35.
And how many tickets do I need to take my shot at throwing the ball to put you in the dunk tank?
Well, I think you may have to wait in line for a while, because every kid who's seen me today has said, I'm going to get you.
You're going down. Oh, yeah.
So if it's going to be 85 degrees, I'm happy to go in the water.
Oh, absolutely.
That'll be nice and refreshing.
A couple of years ago, it was a little cool. Barnett was up there, and he was begging people to put him in because it was warmer down the water than it was sitting up there. He said, somebody, please put me in. So that's good stuff. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this guy does a great job. Again, the principal here at Towne Acres Elementary, Josh Simmons. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at college football as promised, and high school football. Big night tonight. We've heard Coach Carter talk about his big matchup in Gray against Daniel Boone, two ranked teams. And we'll take a look at everybody playing tonight around Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. And a big day tomorrow in college football. All that next year on show number 598 from Towne Acres Elementary School. You're watching, listening to the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, and 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE master technicians here. With the ratio, it goes into a ratio. We're a Blue Seal shop, so it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to fix it right.
American Import Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Base Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Base Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Base Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.basemountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park is one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottles turn blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard. We've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take. Or your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
I'm Tom Taylor, and you are
Dave Angie.
And we got coming up, it's a really cool, every Thursday, it's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview Show. Get you ready for high school and college football every week. Every Thursday, you're going to be covering what for us?
Be looking at the Big East Conference.
Ooh, that would be Dobbinsville, Sciencefield, and all those great football teams in that conference. Doug Fritz will be giving you the rest of the high school football picture every week. Then we got colleges covered. Who are we going to be covering?
Oh, we got ETSU. We have Tennessee. We have Virginia Tech.
All those. Carmichael's will be along to give us the big 5 games every week because it is a 5-star football preview show. So hope you'll join us every Thursday right here in the showroom of Champion Chevrolet. Dave and I will be co-hosting the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star football preview. And then on top of all that, we're going to have a picking panel where you're going to match us against you and you against us, and I can't wait because they don't have a chance. You're going to go up against us. We're going to pick against you for some really cool prizes, and they don't have a chance, do they?
No chance at all. It's going to be fun times.
Oh, yeah. Putting toe to what?
Toe to the leather, man.
Toe to the leather,
Ready
man.
to go.
Ready to go. Can't wait. Again, join us every Thursday right here. It's a Maiden Voyage Cool Show, co-hosted by Dave Angie and myself. It's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview coming up every Thursday right here from Champion Chevrolet on the Bristol Motor Mile in Johnson City. Can't wait to see you on the show. sportstalkradio.com. Don't forget also to be sure and get in the running to win these tickets to the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Drive for the Cure 300 on October the 7th and the Bank of America 500 on October the 8th. Multiple winners. Just go to TomTaylorSports.com/contest and good luck. And we're going to give those away coming up a week from Monday. We're live here again at the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We thank you for being with us again on this Friday. We're live again, at Towne Acres Elementary School. Live auction again. I'm running down for you again the Gateway to Asheville. This is one of those. It's a $500 gift certificate to the Biltmore Estate. Dinner for two at the Rhubarb, which is a really cool restaurant. All kinds of certificate for a Land Rover or Jaguar rental for the weekend. All this in Gateway to Asheville. That's a great getaway to western North Carolina. North Myrtle Beach vacation, a 1-week stay at a Myrtle Beach condo. Also, you have the Mountains of North Carolina package, 4 nights in a beautiful Beach Mountain cabin, 4 Beach Mountain Resort daytime summer lift tickets, 4 one-day Tweetsie Railroad Park admission tickets, which is an amusement park in western North Carolina, and a 2-person canoe ride on the New River with Wahoo's Adventures. So those are some of the other available live auction items that you can check out here at Towne Acres Elementary School. That starts again, as we said, at 6:50 tonight with the live auction. Here's some of the carnival tickets. They got cotton candy. They got popcorn. They've got root beer floats. Yeah, Chick-fil-A meals, bake sale items. They've got activities like inflatables, the dunk tank, carnival games, the balloon artist, face painting, photo booth, cupcake walk. All that's some of the things, typical carnival activities here, starting at 4:30 this afternoon at Towne Acres Elementary School here in North Johnson City. Let's run down, as promised, high school football. Here are your conference leaders right now. Region 1 6A, Science Hill, Knox Farragut, both undefeated at 2-0. Also, you have Hardin Valley at 1-0. Knox Bearden 1-1. Dobbins Minute, Jeff County, Morristown West, all 0-2 right now. And Region 1 5A, Crockett at 2-0, Daniel Boone at 1-0. Tennessee High, Cherokee, Morristown East at 1-1. Cock County at 0-1, and Volunteer the Falcons at 0-2 on the season. And Region 1 4A, Elizabethton and Sullivan South both 2-0. You have Greenville at 1-0, Sullivan East, a 500 team at 1-1. Sullivan Central, the Cougars are at 0-1, and Granger and Union County are both 0-2 right now in Region 1 4A. Region 1 3A in Tennessee, Johnson County, Unicoi County, both 2-0 on top of the pack. Chucky Doak and West Green at 1-1, and Claiborne and North Green at 0-2 right now. We're at the halfway point of the regular season. It's amazing that we're at the halfway point, but we are. Region 1 2A football, Happy Valley and Sullivan North at 2-0, Hampton South Green at 0-1, and Cosby at 0-2. And in Region 1 Single A, Cloudland and Jellicoe at 1-0, Hancock County at 1-1, Unaka at 0-2. Here are the games tonight. Science Hill, Daniel Boone. We heard Coach Carter talk about that earlier. CAK at Bearden. Jeff County at William Blunt. Alcoa in Kingsport to battle Dobbins Minute. You have Farragut hosting Knox West. Elizabethton will be at the Stone Castle at Tennessee High to battle the Vikings. Hampton at Crockett. Morristown West at Cherokee. Gibbs at Morristown East. Cobb County at Pigeon Forge. Volunteer plays at Granger tonight. Unicoi County at Sullivan Central. South Green at Chucky Doak. Cloudland at Happy Valley, Sullivan North at Unaka. You have Hancock County at Union County, and also Oliver Springs at Claiborne tonight. Also in Southwest Virginia, you have Abington taking on Hidden Valley, Rye Cove, the War Eagles hosting Castlewood, Gate City, the Blue Devils at Union tonight, G.I. Burton at Twin Springs, John Battle, the Trojans will be at Patrick Henry, Lehigh at Ridgeview, Thomas Walker at Eastside, and Y Central plays in Bluefield, Virginia against the Graham G-Men. And that's your high school football schedule for tonight. And so some great games, and we'll let you know Monday who won, who lost. And, of course, the polls will come out for next week, coming out on Tuesday here in Tennessee high school football. Some of the offensive leaders here locally, Jalen Adams of Science Hill, 792 yards rushing. Jordan Coffey of Cloudland with 743. So these guys are flirting with 1,000-yard rushing seasons already. In the passing department, our buddy Carter Everett of Elizabeth, 1,094 yards. Cade Ballard of Greenville, over 1,000 already, 1,080. Cade Larkins of Crockett High School, 1,050 passing yards. And right on the bubble, should do it tonight, as a matter of fact, Nathan Arnold of Johnson County with 922 yards passing so far in 2017. Your passing touchdown leader, Carter Everett of Elizabeth with 16, Cade Ballard of Greenville with 14, and Nathan Arnold of Johnson County with 8. That's your top three passing touchdown quarterbacks in the region. And so that's what's going on there. Total points on the season, your top Total points guys are Jordan Coffey from Cloudland with 70, Corey Russell, Elizabeth in 66, Jalen Adams, Science Hill with 60, and Amik Watterson from Science Hill with 60, and Ryan Wetzel from Elizabeth with 60. That's your top 5 guys. And then Gage Hampton of Johnson County with 56 points so far this season. Top 3 defensive leaders in the tackles department. You have your leading tackler right now in the area, Owen Nicholson of Unicoi County with 84 tackles right now. Hayden Osborne of Johnson County with 65. Michael Smith, Unicoi County, 61. Tackles for loss, Jacques Gillespie Taylor out of Greenville with 7. Cujo Cameron Coleman of Elizabethton with 6. Matthew Hatcher of Unicoi County with 6. Austin Odell of Unicoi County with 6. And Logan Shipley of Greenville with 4 tackles for loss. In the sack department, your top 3 guys, Charlie Cole of Daniel Boone with 5. Hayden Osborne of Johnson County with 4 sacks. And 4 guys tied with 3. Gillespie Taylor of Greenville, Matthew Hatcher of Unicoi County, Austin Odell of Unicoi County, and Tyler Norris of Johnson County, all with 3 sacks each. And in the interception department, you've got your leader, Shane Austin of Science Hill with 4, Benjamin Gregg, Science Hill, Bradley Edwards, Unicoi County, and Seth Crawford of Greenville with 3 INTs apiece. And then the fumble recovery guy right now, I think you know this name, Zach Copenhaver of Science Hill. I think you know his father. If you don't, you should. He is co-owner of Champion Chevrolet. That'd be Tim's boy, Zach Copenhaver leads the area in fumble recoveries with 3, and he's joined by Dalton McClain of Greenville with 3 as well. So that's kind of a tell of the tape of high school football here in the region. We're live at Town Acres Elementary School. College football, let's run it down for you. Again, here's who's playing tonight. Utah, again, this is your top 25 teams. 23rd ranked Utah tonight will be at Arizona at 10:30 kickoff. Tomorrow, chronologically, 12 o'clock tomorrow at the Shoe in Columbus, Ohio, the Buckeyes at 2-1, 10th in the country hosting the UNLV Running Rebels. That'll be a checkbook game. Kick their tail, get them a check, and send them on their way. 12th ranked Florida State home to the Wolfpack at North Carolina State at 12 o'clock tomorrow. 19th ranked Louisville hosting Kent State tomorrow at 12 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, the Hokies of Virginia Tech, 13th in the country. They're 3-0. The Hokies hosting the Monarchs of Old Dominion, starting a 17-year-old quarterback. You don't think he's going to be a little tight tomorrow? 17-year-old kid, Stephen Williams, the quarterback for ODU, and hope the kid has a good day. Of course, I want the Hokies to win, but hope this young man does not get stage fright and get kind of caught up in all the hoopla as a 17-year-old kid going out and playing at Lane Stadium in front of all the Hokie fans and the Hokie Nation. But anyway, he will start it tomorrow for Old Dominion, a 2-1 football team. Number 1, Alabama, the Crimson Tide, will be in Nashville to take on Vanderbilt, both at 3-0. That's a 3:30 kickoff. Number 2, Clemson, the Tigers at home tomorrow against Boston College. BC at 1-2. That's a 3:30 kickoff in Death Valley. 5th ranked Southern Cal will be on the road at California, 3:30 kickoff, both 3-0. Here's a good one. At 3:30, 16th ranked TCU, the Horned Frogs, at 3-0 will be at Oklahoma State to battle Mike Gundy and the Oklahoma State Cowboys, who are number 6 in the country, and they are 3-0. 14th ranked Miami, Coach Rick and the Hurricanes hosting Toledo tomorrow. Toledo at 3-0, at misleading 3-0. Miami at 1-0, and Hurricanes should have no problem tomorrow. 4 o'clock kickoff, 8th ranked Michigan at 3-0 will be at Purdue to take on the Boilermakers. That's a 4 o'clock kickoff. 18th ranked Washington State at 3-0, taking on Nevada at 0-3. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff. That'll be for the Cougars, who are 3-0 and 18th in the country. 3rd ranked Boomer Sooner Oklahoma at 3-0 will go to Baylor to put a whooping on the Bears, who are 0-3. 6:30 kickoff tomorrow night. At 7 o'clock, Between the Hedges should be a dandy. Georgia, 11th ranked Bulldogs at 3-0, hosting 17th ranked Mississippi State at 3-0. Of course, Georgia comes to Knoxville next Saturday. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff tomorrow night. Also a 7 o'clock kick. 22nd ranked San Diego State will be in Colorado to battle the Air Force Academy, who is at 1-1 on the season. Also tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 25th ranked LSU playing host to Syracuse in Baton Rouge. Again, the Tigers, after being embarrassed 37-7 with Mississippi State, probably going to be a prove me game, and Syracuse is going to be the one they're going to prove it to. They're 2-1. Syracuse is 2-1. 4th ranked Penn State tomorrow night, 7:30 kickoff in Iowa. Both are 3-0. The Hawkeyes hosting the Nittany Lions. Again, Penn State number 4 in the country. 15th ranked Auburn goes to Missouri tomorrow night. Auburn at 2-1, Missouri at 1-2. That's a 7:30 kick. Also tomorrow night, 7:30 kickoff, Florida at 1-1, an underdog going into Kentucky to battle the Wildcats at 3-0. Kentucky has not beaten Florida since 1986. And they're going to try and do that tomorrow night. And quite frankly, I think they got a pretty good shot at it. That is not a good Florida team I saw last Saturday. And, of course, I know they got 7 or 8 guys off the team temporarily with that credit card fraud thing going on. But still, Kentucky's got a great opportunity to go 4-0 and could be one of the teams to keep an eye on in the East. In fact, they are right now, the SEC East. They're one of the front runners. And so the Wildcats host Florida again tomorrow night at 7:30. 7th-ranked Washington will be at Colorado, both 3-0 teams. Also tomorrow night, a 10 o'clock game, 24th-ranked Oregon, the Ducks, 3-0, will be at Arizona State, a 1-2 football team. Of course, locally, East Tennessee State will take on Mercer tomorrow. 3:30 kickoff. The Golden Knights will be there. The United States Army Golden Knight parachute team will be there, among other things. So it's a great atmosphere tomorrow afternoon. Weather's going to be perfect. Going to be hot, of course, for these football games. And as you know, Tennessee will be hosting UMass tomorrow at Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. That is a look at college football. We'll take a quick break, come right back. We'll jump in and take a look at NFL last night. Big win last night in the NFL between the 49ers and the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams, I'm speaking of. And also Major League Baseball. Huge weekend of Major League Baseball as the pennant race is winding down. Wild card playoff scenarios are heating up. We'll take a look at that coming up next year. We're live at Town Acres Elementary School for the Carnival. Getting ready to start this afternoon at 4:30 till 8 o'clock tonight. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at FCA.org.
It's Chevy Truck Month, Take 2 at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. The savings and selection of over 600 new Chevys to choose from are at an all-time high. 1500 All-Star Crew, $11,000 off. 1715 All-Star Double Cab, $10,000 off. 18 Equinox LT, $5,000 off. 17 Traction Traverse, $5,000 off. Shop us online 24/7 and remember our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
We're back live with the Tom Miller Sports Show. Thanks for being with us again on this Friday. We're here again at Towne Acres Elementary School. And behind us, you can see Mr. Twister. This is where they do the TATV. These kids come in every morning and do a closed-circuit show to kind of get the school started with the Pledge of Allegiance and some announcements and really cool stuff. And so what they're doing, this fundraiser, this particular year, the project they're raising money for is to refurbish and kind of redo this 20-year-old studio at Towne Acres Television. And it's pretty antiquated, and that's okay. That means a chance for them to kind of refurbish it, improve it, and spiff it up a little bit. So that's the reason why they're having the carnival this year as far as the fundraising activities. Last night, Jared Goff threw for 292 yards and 3 touchdowns. Todd Gurley ran for 2 more and caught another touchdown. The Rams, again, put on another big offensive performance, 41-39 over the 49ers last night. Rams now 2-1, 49ers 0-3 on the season. Here's your NFL schedule for the rest of the week. Sunday, how about this? They're playing football in London at Wembley Stadium. Baltimore and Jacksonville, the first of 3 games. NFL will showcase the teams in England across the Big Blue, 9:30 on Sunday morning. Other games on Sunday, the Saints in Carolina and Charlotte, Tampa Bay at Minnesota, Denver at Buffalo. The Steelers will be in Chicago to battle the Bears, Miami at New York against the Jets, Giants in Philadelphia. Atlanta will be in Detroit to battle the richest quarterback in pro football, Matthew Stafford, making $2 million a game. God, I don't know how the boy does it. I really don't. Melina, could you live on $2 million a year? There you go. The guy said he's underpaid. Bless his heart. $2 million a game, not a year. $2 million a game the guy's making. He says he's not making enough money. Houston and New England, Tom Brady and the boys hosting the Texans. Cleveland and Indianapolis. Titans will be hosting Russell Wilson in Seattle on Sunday afternoon in Nashville. Kansas City will take on the Chargers in Los Angeles. Cincinnati at Lambeau Field to battle the Packers in Green Bay. My boys, the Raiders, will be in Washington to battle the Redskins on NBC primetime football Sunday night. And then Monday night, Jason Witten of the Dallas Cowboys in Arizona to battle the Cardinals. And that's a look again at pro football. Before we take the break and have Melina in here to talk about the auction. Again, they're raising money this year to refurbish this room, as we said a few minutes ago. The Towne Acres Television Studio has been here for 20-plus years, and so it's a little outdated, understandably so. And so this is the project this year to raise money to kind of spiff it up, get some new equipment, redesign a little bit, and it's an integral part of the school day because these kids come in every day and kind of get the day started. These are students talking to the other students of closed circuit, doing the pledge and the different things they do and give announcements. So it's a much needed and very effective and very, there's the guys in the media, so I know it's good because it's giving these kids a chance to end up doing what I'm doing, or at least give them a leg up to get started to try and do that. So it's good thing. So I appreciate them using this as the project. And Melina's going to be here in a few minutes to tell us some other items you can. She's going to elaborate a little bit on the live auction and the silent auction. Volleyball last night, Dobbins Center defeated Tennessee High. Chucky Doak defeated Sullivan Central. Sullivan East defeated Unicoi County. In Virginia, Eastside beat Thomas Walker. Gage City defeated John Battle. Jan Burton's ladies beat Castlewood. Lehigh's ladies defeated Wise Central. Marion's ladies defeated Lebanon. And Union defeated the Lady Falcons of Abington in girls high school volleyball. In soccer last night, Scienceville blanks Dobbins Center 3-0. Gibbs over Cherokee 3-0. It was Morristown West shutting out Cosby 3-0. Sullivan Central's Lady Cougars doubled up Elizabeth in 4-2. Tennessee High's ladies blanked Daniel Boone 3-0. And Unicoi County's Lady Blue Devils beat Crockett in girls high school soccer. The final there was 3-2. Again, we ran down the high school football schedule for you. Also took a look at the NFL, and we're going to take a quick break and come right back, and we're going to jump in there and talk to this young lady. Melina Christian's going to join us talking about the auction. We're here for another 25, 30 minutes or so. Also coming up, take a look at Major League Baseball, the wild card playoff series coming down the stretch. The regular season ends next Sunday. And there's lots and lots to talk about in baseball, and we'll do that. But first, we'll take a quick break, and she'll come right back and join us right after you see and hear this on the Tom Miller Sports Show, show number 598. They said it